Hello, hello everyone. Sorry it's a bit late. Okay. So I'm probably the only one watching me, but that's all right because I'm just kind of winging it. So if you happen to come in, I was inspired by a trifold portfolio that was created by Aristi, and that's when she was in the Canvas Corp design team. She had made a trifold for Seven Gypsies. Hi, Pam. Hello. Welcome. You made it in time. I know. You know what? I couldn't sleep. And so I just said, all right, let's get something done because I haven't done anything since before Christmas. And actually, since the last time that I did that giveaway, I haven't done anything aside from Bible journaling. And I wanted to make a trifold folio that Aristi inspired me. Hi, Miss Janie. Oh my gosh, you're awake. And I've been like super tired with school and then everything else. I fell asleep after Angela's chat tonight on my chair, and I woke up and I'm like, okay, let's create something. So here we are. So I'm going to make a trifold for a junk journal. And Aristi did it in paper, and I will be using paper, and I think I may use, well, for the inserts, I'll use paper. And I'm going to use some glassine bags. Can't sleep either. Haha. Well, join the crowd. See, and you know what? I didn't have, I ran out of coffee. And so I'm hoping that when Eric wakes up, because I don't drive, I have a restriction on my driving because of my eyes. So I don't drive at night. It's 7:30 p.m. in Australia. Oh, it's almost your bedtime. All right. Okay, so I was doing some glassine bags that I coffee dyed and put in the oven. And I also did some coffee dyes paper, and I used the little baking grill sheet that Michelle told me about, Michelle Pipeling. So we're going to use some of this stuff in the journal, and we're going to create something. I don't know. This is probably going to be a series of craziness because me and my wild ideas, I can never sleep in a decent time. So these are little samples that I get at the creative resale shop here. It's the place where people donate stuff, and so I picked these up really cheap. Fill up a bucket. Oh no, no coffee. Yeah, I know, no coffee. Lick one of your bags. You know what Eric said? Well, because when he was out today, it was raining and thundering, and he said, you have instant coffee and you're using that to do your glassine bags and your paper. He says, well, I see you ran out of your coffee pods, and I don't normally drink instant coffee too often unless I'm that desperate or I'm camping. So he said, well, at least you know that if you run out of coffee, exactly what you said, lick the coffee, lick those bags, and you'll have your coffee fix. But no, thank you. Anyway, I grabbed these really cheap. We fill up a bucket for $5, and it's a huge bucket. And you can fill it up for $5. And I get all these little samples. They're like fabric swaps or swabs. What is it? Fabric samples. There's an English word, swabs. I don't know, whatever. At 2 something in the morning, my brain doesn't work. And so I picked up one. I have lots, so I decided to go with this color to give it a nice little vintage feel, because that's the feel that I want to go. Vintage, but not, I don't know, not too girly, because I'm not a girly girl kind of girl. You guys know what I mean. So this piece here, if I can shut up, is 17 inches long by 10.5 inches wide. the canvas linen piece, and it's very thick. So this one's 10.5 by 17, and then the sample, the fabric sample, is exactly 12 and a half inches. Swatches. There you go. See, I knew it was something like that, Miss Janie. I swear, you know, my brain's not working. And I think it's because it's the lack of coffee intake today. Lack of coffee intake. And while I told him to go to the store, I've totally spaced out coffee. I guess if I was really, really desperate, I would have instant coffee, but I don't know. So it's 12.5 by 17 for the swatch, and 10.5 by 17 for the canvas linen here, the canvas fabric. And the swatch, we're going to fold it up, I'm thinking like this. And if you can see, it has the grommets on here, and I'm going to leave that there because I figured I can put a pretty little lace or bow or whatever, something hanging off of that. And we have it on each end. And then we're going to stitch it. So we got to take this little bad boy to the sewing machine. We're going to stitch it so that we have a nice little pretty trifold. And I'm going to get my glue sticks so that when I do go to the sewing machine. So you guys are night owls. I don't know what is wrong with me lately. I got my nights and my days are screwed up. I think I blame it on school because I stay up, I'm reading, and then get up, put the kids get the kids food and packed, or lunches packed and out the door. I clean up and then I lay down, and then I get back up like maybe 2 or 3 hours later. So it's like I'm not getting enough sleep. All right, so we use our handy little glue sticks to glue these down, and then I'm going to run it through the sewing machine. And this is the wrong way of the fabric, of course, May. Ooh, that kind of hardened up. I hardly use this. Isn't that something? Oh, that's because it's an old piece one. I was about to have a fit attack, guys. I thought, what? It's a new glue stick. Did you guys have a good New Year's? Temporary hold for me so that when I run it through the sewing machine, it kind of stays in place. And I don't want to put Fabri-Tac because that's kind of gummy, and I don't want to gum up my sewing needles, and I've been known to ruin sewing machines doing that. I'm hoping Eric wakes up and he can hear me make sound, and he can go, let me get that crazy woman some coffee, because believe it or not, coffee does not have that effect on me like other people. Like, it doesn't keep me awake. It probably will calm me down a little to where I will probably fall asleep eventually. They canceled the fireworks because of the fires. Oh my gosh. That's right. I heard in the news there was like 27 people that were responsible for those horrible fires in Australia. It's like crazy. Crazy. Are you tracking your package, or I was worried about your package, Pam, because I'm like, I sent it off on the 30th. So I was a little concerned. I was hoping that, you know, the fires doesn't, I know that normally in the past when I've shipped to Australia, um, packages tend to take about a month. Have you tracked it with the tracking that I gave you? More than 90 have been, 90 people. Now, tell us what it was. What did they do? I mean, how did they start these fires? My parcel arrived really quickly. The package I sent you? You got it already? Or I'm confused. And it's like 2 something in the morning. It's 2:37, so it's not doesn't take doesn't take much to confuse me. What I like about these swatches is that it has the stitching on the sides, so that makes it really, really good. I don't know. Do you have a creative resale shop, Miss Janie? Yep, I got it on the 8th of January. Did a video. Oh, did you? I'm so, see how bad I'm naughty, Miss Pam. I'm super naughty. I'm sorry. I started school on the 6th and I've been like swamped. I had to read for one of my classes, I had to read 60 some pages. And so tomorrow I got to write a paper on those 60 some pages on the one class. And then the other class was just as bad because it was HTML. I'm sorry. Did you like it, Miss Pam? I didn't get to see it. I'll have to go see your video. I'm glad it got to you. I was worried that with the fires that it was going to be delayed or postponed or something, you know. Okay, so with our temporary little hold here, we're going to run this baby to the sewing machine. Hopefully my little concoction here will work. Awesome. Awesome. Did it arrive? Nothing broke? Nothing broke? I'm going to fold this one here, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. I was a little concerned because, you know, they throw everything. No, I don't care about people's packages. Even if you put, I found that if you put fragile on a package, it's when they throw it the most. It's like they do it intentionally, you know. It's like, oh, okay, this package says it's fragile. Let's see how fragile it is, you know. All right, so my idea is to go around and stitch, stitch, stitch. You know, and I could have, because I'm going to have stitching, but I don't really care about. Only 2 chipboard pieces came off, but I've re-glued. Okay, good. I hope nothing, you know how it is when you're shipping. They never do anything right. So I'm glad that at least something it didn't come completely broken. I will have to go check your channel later on. I'm sorry, hon. I'm thinking a month because in the past when I've shipped to Australia, it takes a month. Kid you not. It has taken a month. I'm shocked that you got it that fast. All right, so let's make sure that these 2 pieces are about the same Yeah, that one's a little bit lower, kind of figure. So this one's a little bit higher. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad it got there to you safe, and I'm glad it. My concern was more of because of the fires that it was going to get lost. That was my biggest concern. I was like, oh, I really hope it gets to her. All right, so we're going to run this to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to do a stitch all the way around. The only place that I'm not doing a stitch, of course, obviously, is up here because we're going to use that as a little pocket mechanism. And then we'll be back. And I'm thinking I'm not going to stitch down. No, well, maybe I can, just really close. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so let me go. You guys chat there. I was hoping Aristi be around. She's been a little sick, Aristi. Oh, and guys, we have to keep Miss Penny in our prayers. She's been very, very ill. Hold on, I'm turning around to sewing machine so I can't see. All right. All right. It isn't always something. But now they're worried about the pollution of the waterways from the rain. Oh my gosh. So exactly, and you know, you guys see I got some really serious zigzag stitches, but I like my zigzag stitches. I think because I'm not a seamstress, it just tells people that I'm unique that way. And it's just my little signature touch, I say, because I'm not a seamstress by nature. I'm not. Thank God for that. Okay, so we got our little pocket here, and then we're going to figure out where we're going to do our little business as far as this trifold deal, because we still have to, and for this fold, I'm just probably going to do glue. We've had 2 fires around our town deliberately lit by 12-year-olds. What? 12-year-olds? So all out of the people that they arrested, because here they said it was 27, you said it was more. Out of those people, so we're gonna do like fold it here, because in here we'll have another pocket, and then we'll have this here like so. Nice little clutch, you know that's a cute little clutch. So you can even use some of these to make pretty little clutches. And look, you got the 2 grommets, and you can tie it in and be cute for a clutch. So I'm thinking like that, and I'm going to give you guys the measurements if you guys are following along. And it looks like I'm folding it at 5-inch in. So if you want to grab your, also make them from placemats. Learned that from Michelle. Yeah, placemats. Absolutely. I use these really pretty placemats that I grabbed from Hobby Lobby, and I made my little clutches. Oh my gosh, those things are so stinking adorable. Yeah, placemats are awesome. I was going to use a placemat. I'm going to show you the one that I was going to use, but then I thought it was really crocheted, and I've done some clutches with these. This is one of my favorite ones that I did several clutches with when I had my other channel. And I liked it because, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, and the reason I liked it was because it was crocheted, stiffed crocheted. And so if you lined it up in the inside, it made such a beautiful little clutch. I loved it. I don't know if Hobby Lobby sells that anymore. It's springtime collection, so they might have it. I'm not sure. All right, so we're going in at 5 inches, and I just kind of slightly made some marks to let me know that that's where my little folds are going to go. I know. They're beautiful. Very beautiful little crochet pieces. I love them. So then this, we're going to fold it right about so, and I'm thinking that's got to be like 2.5 inches. Look at that. Couldn't even be more precise. 2.5 inch right there. You don't have a Hobby Lobby, a Michaels, or a Joann's. I know how sad. Isn't that's so sad. I think they need to give you guys. Can you imagine if you guys had a Hobby Lobby or Joann's? Oh my gosh, you guys would probably go broke. That store is so awesome. It's probably a good thing you don't have it, Pam, because you would go broke. Seriously, you would. That's a like a very dangerous store. Very dangerous, trust me. Right, Miss Janie? Super, super dangerous. I don't think they ship internationally, but she can probably give it a try. My suggestion, if there's something she likes, let one of us know. We can pick it up for her and ship it to her. That's my suggestion. That's what we used to do when I had my old channel. We gather things for people that didn't have these kind of stuff and ship it out to them. Yeah, it's a dangerous little store. It's a very very unique store. Oh my God, but you can go and get lost there for hours. Like I would go around the same aisle. Hi, lovable lady. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. They're kind of grody right now though. I cleaned. Whenever I clean, I paint my nails and then I clean. Of course, the detergents kind of eat through my nail polish because I clean with like bleach and stuff like that. It's Friday and I don't know why I have a habit of cleaning Friday because the kids. I had someone send me that rosebud trim. Rosebud trim. Which rosebud trim? Which one? I don't think. Is it from Hobby Lobby? Okay, that's about. I think I'm getting it about right as far as about 2.5 inches is what you want to make sure this is at. And keep in mind that this is just going to hold, it's a portfolio or trifold for, what do you call, for like a journal. And Aristi did it with paper, and she had 7 Gypsies paper. And I said, well, I'm just going to use fabric because, I got a lot of fabric ladies and I got a lot of fabric. Although the 7 Gypsy paper she used is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so then once you have this here at 2.5 inches, what you can do, and I suggest, is get your, let's go my Fabri-Tac. We're going to Fabri-Tac it instead of, if I was so precise, I could go right in and stitch it right there. Gosh, but I know me. I could try. Not that I care whether or not it's wonky, because I like wonky stitches, actually. I do. From Hobby Lobby? I'm not sure which one that was. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, I tried to, like, I got these done. I did it myself. It's gel nails. When did I do these? Wednesday, and then of course Friday I clean for the weekend. I don't know why, because the kids are home for the weekend, from school, and that's when they make their messes. And then Sunday, I try to clean up, but it always ends up being Monday again. All right, so what are we going to do? I think I'm going to probably take a risk and run it through the sewing machine instead of Fabri-Tac. If you're at home, you can probably use your Fabri-Tac or whatever fabric adhesive you have. So I'm just going to go here, sew there, and sew here, and then it'll fold just like that nicely. and this is 5 inches, and I have my little marks there, and then that'll go like that, like so. And then that'll be our cover for our folio, and that's about 11 inches when complete. It's about 11 inches, so I can put my paper inside comfortably. Okay, so let's go to the sewing machine. You guys chat among yourselves. Let's cover this up. Okay. All right. So again, I don't mind wonky stitches because that's just how wonky I am. I do mind. The only time I mind wonky is I don't like putting wonky, you know, papers down that are wonky or anything like that. That I am picky. But I kind of tend to like my wonky stitches. All right, so we have this here going on like so. And of course, it is a little bit stiff. I don't know if I want to sew it there. I don't think I do because I think I will. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the stitch here at 5 inches, and I'm just going to go ahead and mark it because I'm not a good straight stitcher. I'm not. I am horrible at straight stitches. But for this case here, I probably want a straight stitch. It's been pretty good so far. I went back to work this week from the holidays, and I'm ready. I'm already ready for another vacation. Haha, honeybee. Crafting indeed. We only work on Monday, but my budget is crying out loud. I know. You know what? I kind of I don't know if you guys been watching all these videos. I've been watching Tiffany Solario and Karen Tamir, who they're designers for Prima. They've designed for Prima, and I know that Tiffany's designing for Finnabar. And I'm going lightly with my pencil. Tiffany's designing for Finnabar. But, you know, I can understand them totally. They're talking about losing their mojo. And I'm like, God, you know, if you guys haven't checked out their videos, that's how I was. I was like, you know, like, okay, I got to get my mojo going. It's been pretty good before I went back to work. Okay, I'm going to stitch. And then that way we have that little stitch, and then that way this will fold just like that, and then that stitch will go there. I'm probably just going to go and from there work on the inserts. Okay. Jeannie, I went to the lion park in a week and the lion attacked me. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Talk about not a good time, not a good way to start your new year. All right, so we have that stitch that went down the side there, and it kind of also separated this pocket here. And then so now we have this long stretch of a pocket here, which I could have stitched it there, but I didn't, because that way whatever goes in there fits in like a file folder or whatever, can be tucked in a lot better there. So then this will fold like that, and voila, that is that part. Julie, I'm telling you, my husband was behind me. Next thing I just saw a dust cloud where he was, and I didn't see him again until the tour was over. Oh my God, I lost my mojo last year, didn't craft for months. Last year, if you look at Tiffany Solario's videos from the last couple days, she's on Facebook. She's Finnabar's designer, and Karen Tamar, I think it's how it's pronounced. She's designed for Prima. They've been putting out some really interesting videos about things that they would have liked to have known before they started crafting, products that they would have never bought, or products that they really like their 10 favorite products or their 10 least favorite products. They've done these videos, and oh my gosh, awesome stuff. You guys got to check it. But they also said that they lost their mojo last year. I think last year was like a horrible year for a lot of people. And thank God that you were safe, lovable lady. That's Petru. Thank God that you were absolutely safe. Not a good way to start your year, huh? All right. So we have this, and what I'm going to probably do here is I'm going to pierce a hole through there eventually, and carefully as well. And that way I can tie something there. And then I'm just going to probably wrap a lace around there. So that part of our portfolio is pretty much done. Now I did want to put like a keep seeing the snippets, and Michelle Pipeline was really good at snippets. So I got this piece of muslin that I had coffee dyed a bit ago, and it's about 1 inch wide. Now I don't do the snippets where they're going to roll it up on a little thing. I just never saw the need, but we're going to do a snippet ribbon, because I could put a snippet ribbon there or a snippet ribbon here, whatever, or even a snippet ribbon to cover the ugliness of that stitch there. So that was what we're going to do. I'm mumbling. All right, so I got tons and tons of laces and stuff that we can use this little piece here, and I got my glue gun going. All my scraps of laces. All right, so I'm just going to add random pieces of, laces and stuff that we have laying here to this little trim that we're going to make a ribbon out of it. Hi, Linda. How are you? It's been a long time. How are you? We got all these little pieces, so we're going to try to use pieces of remnants of stuff that I have here. Like we have that. I love this. This is this one I like because it was the last piece of trim that I use in Miss Carol's little thing that I made, her chair organizer. We'll hold on to that for memory keeps. For keepsakes. Um, the sun comes back. Wait a minute. Doing okay. Looking forward to the sun comes back. Only 14 days to wait. Oh, your son. Okay. I thought like the sun, like the sun. It's you know, the sun out there that makes everything go shiny. You know, I thought that's what you meant. Pieces of crochet. This is a piece of that piece of that Hobby Lobby. Whoops. This is when you dump all your laces on the table and go have at it. Ooh, look at that. I might use that. Well, I'm glad to see you. You're not in Alaska, are you, Linda? Are you? This is the perfect time for you guys to clear your stashes of laces and stuff. You know how you have all these little pieces of trims laying around, the scraps that you've had leftovers. This is the perfect time to use it. Hi, Buford. How are you, hon? I've been missing in action. You guys been missing me? I know you guys have. I have been like missing in total action. How was your Christmas, Buford? Hi, Stephanie. You're another night owl. Look at all these night owls that can't sleep at night. My husband's probably downstairs wondering, what is that crazy reeking lady doing upstairs? It's like um 3 in the morning and she's awake. I gotta get buttons, so let's get some buttons. It was okay, just chilled around the house. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Chilling is good. I think that's what I did mostly for Christmas. I kind of chilled, spent time with the kids, and kind of did my thing. Catched up on some much needed rest because I needed some rest. I was lacking sleep there for a bit. Well, we are having a bad thunderstorm. So were we. So were we, Stephanie. We had horrible thunderstorms. Horrible. I'm going to thread my button here. Horrible. Kid you not. I was live with Angela and it was just thundering really horribly. Oh, and your mom's oxygen machine was going off. Oh my gosh. It's 10 in the morning here. Okay, Linda. Fresh my memory. Where are you, Linda? Where are you, hon? I know that. All right, we're going to put some buttons. I don't know why my glue stick looks the glue looks yellowish. I think it's because I didn't use it. Do you think my glue was missing me because I didn't use it over the holidays? I was missing in action, guys. I was needing some very much needed time. All right, who's getting me coffee this morning? Who's getting me that nicely brewed coffee? So we're doing a little, I call it a snippet ribbon, and everyone's doing these snippet rolls. I'm not a fan of doing snippet rolls. I think that the queen of snippet rolls was Michelle, and I think she did a fabulous job with her snippet rolls. And I see all these people doing snippet rolls, and I'm like, no one can do a snippet roll like Michelle. So I'm just going to do a snippet ribbon in honor of Michelle Pipeling. How's that? Because she's inspired so many of us. And we're just going to do a snippet. Norway, that's why. Oh, wow. And so you guys don't have any sun whatsoever. We're going to do a little tiny twist here and make a ribbon. No sun right now. Hey, do you guys like the camera? The camera now, where I've got the camera. Going. It's still thundering like crazy. Oh my God. Do you got backup, Stephanie, for that? Do you have any backup? Like, is there a, I mean, I'm sure you probably said it in the chat. Ooh, hot chocolate. That sounds yummy. Thanks, guys. Like I said, I'm not a snippet queen. The snippet queen is Michelle, but we're going to have at it in honor of Michelle. How's that? And I'm just adding buttons because I love buttons. Who doesn't love buttons? If someone tells me they don't love buttons, I'm going to say there is something absolutely wrong with you, because, you know, you have to love buttons. Illinois. Hey, Buford, did Santa Claus, were you good? Did Santa Claus bring you some goodies? I'm wondering if this glue was like the last of my cheap glue that I had here. I get to go home next Sunday. Oh, next Saturday. Awesome. I'm sure you're probably going to go home and get to breathe finally, and then you can work on your she shed, and then hopefully your mom will be okay, you know, that you're not going to be freaking out, because if you're like me, when I was taking care of my mom, I freaked out all the time. I love buttons too, Miss Janie. I can't tell you. I mean, I am a button fanatic. I wish to show you all the buttons, and every time I see them, and you know what? I think I keep telling, I repeat myself. I know I do, but you know, see all these little crazy stuff like that. Just gather it up. It's organza and scraps from the what do you call this thing that I just used? The canvas and cheesecloth. Just gather it up together in a wide and just find a home for it and attach it to something, and voila, call it art. The 21st of December is the darkest day of the year. Then it turns and we get more and more light. 24 of January, the sun is back over the horizon. Oh my gosh. That sounds like a place that I would not want to go, because if I don't see sunlight, I think that's probably why I was kind of gloomy today and exhausted, because if I don't see sunlight, I don't know about y'all, but I get kind of like in a mood. I don't get in a very good mood. Like something does not flow right with me. Hello, Verneldi. How are you? And sorry if I butchered your name. I'm going to run this to my sewing machine and gather it up a little. But first, I'm going to trim it. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. So I'm just going to gather this one here. It's just an old curtain. I'm going to gather in a sewing machine. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Guys, I'm really shocked that you guys are all awake this time of night. You little night owls. We're going to even leave it with the what do you call that thing? Help me out here, guys, because you know it's like late and I can't even think. The thread. That's what it was. We're even going to leave that thread on there. At least some of it. Hi, Grace. The 21st of December was a bad day for my. I know. Stephanie's husband had a car wreck. Not only like, I don't know, like maybe what, 15 minutes away from your mom's house, Stephanie? And then they had to go out and spend money on a new truck. Like crazy, isn't it? May, some of these folks are in tomorrow probably. Some of these folks are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that you're right, Miss Janie. They're awake because it's late. It's early in their country, whereas over here, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and wondering why are we awake at 3 in the morning. My husband's probably wondering what she's doing up. I'm wondering that too. Got a tea bag here. We could use this little tea bag. Let's use that tea bag. We could probably stitch it too. I don't know why my glue is coming out a different yucky color. It's a yucky, ugly color. Where are you, Vernaldi? And sorry if I butchered your name. I don't mean to do that, okay? Oh, yeah, that's right, Grace. You are in Australia. I keep forgetting you're in Australia. We're going to go with that, but we don't want that one. Hold on. Oh, so you're Mountain Standard Time, right? Miss Patricia is she's Mountain Standard Time. We got to check up on Miss Patricia. After Miss Carol's passing away, I got to check up on people because it really saddened me when Miss Carol died, to hear that she died. It really, really did something to me. I think that kind of affected me. You get attached to people, Right. Yeah. Is it snowing where you are? Let me get rid of that glue stick. I don't like it. Oh dear, I wish I could have sent you some snow over there. Yes, we had fires before Christmas, but the smoke and the soot has been lingering around for weeks. I can't imagine. Your house has to be covered in soot. Just chilly. I don't like chill. I don't like cold, but lately, I'm hitting premenopause, and so lately, I got like today I was like super hot, and I had to have my husband turn on the AC, and he's like, "Really? It's like raining outside." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm hot." She posted some stuff on Facebook the last day or so. I was getting worried about her too. Okay. Okay, we'll just have to check up on her. I'm going to have to send her a message to see how she's doing because I know that she has really bad chronic pain from her fibromyalgia. So, and I also know that Miss Penny has been dealing with really bad bronchitis and flu infections. So we got to check up on her too. I just had done my spring cleaning. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can only imagine how you were feeling. I can only imagine. Well, I pray for you, Jesus. Will I always will be here? Will I stay on tomorrow? I'm going to go sew this up, guys. I see how only imagine when my day comes through. Now, what will you make with that? I'm going to add it to, I'm going to work on a journal. I just did the little, what do you call that thing? The trifold for it. And so I am going to work on a little journal and attach all this stuff to it. Hi, Miss Joyce. How are you, hon? I try to wake her. Did you hear from Aristi? Aristi's been really, really sick. I'm going to twist this and make a little bow for here. How are you feeling, Mr. Joyce? Guys, and if you guys have a YouTube channel and you like scrapbook, yes. We got a couple ladies here that loves paper crafting. I'm going to do a little junk journal kind of a deal for this, and I want to show you something. I was inspired. I did some glassine bags, or I worked on some glassine bags, and I'm going to try my hardest to work on that, getting that store up and running sometimes, at least some of the products in the next week or so. But I worked on these glassine bags, and we're going to decorate a couple of these to put on my journal. And I was inspired by, and I don't know who she is, but where did I put that? Right here. It was from Pinterest because I had some glassine bags here, and I'm not sure if it's Beth Wallen or Maria Latirio that did these little glassine bags. And so I was inspired by that. And also by Aristi, who did a trifold. Found this. Let's put that on here. Can't throw anything away, guys. We can't throw things away. All these little scraps and tidbits that we have laying around are so perfect for these kind of things. And we can make a little ribbon. I'm not making, they make those little snippet rolls that Michelle is great at doing. But I'm just going to use this to, what do you call it? To add to my journal. And I got all these little scraps of stuff laying around here that needs some kind of rhyme or reason. Cut the center of this flower here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a journal or something out of paper, because Aristi made a cute little trifold, and the inspiration's also coming from her as far as the trifold, because she was in Seven Gypsies Canvas Corps design team, and she made a beautiful little trifold. And here's my little snippet trim. And if you guys watch my video of the Christmas wall hanging, Hobby Lobby had this beautiful trim that was made out of buttons, and I have not been able to find anything like it. Again, they don't sell it anymore. So I'm kind of excited that I can at least take some of these little scraps of stuff that I have laying here and create my own little ribbon trim, and use it in my little projects. So these are all my little scraps of, so when I have scraps, I throw them in little bins like this, and these are just stuff that I've used in projects, and most of them has been coffee dyed. So anyway, we just made a little trim, and we can probably use this. I want to move some of this junk out of my way, guys, because y'all know how I feel about messes on my desk. We could probably use this for the belly band. Hello, Mrs. Unnecessary. Awesome. Well, yep, we're here. We're all night little owls. We are in the center of Victoria Grace, so only small fires around the town. Oh my gosh. Welcome, welcome, guys. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do so. Hit the thumbs up, guys. All right, and if you have a YouTube channel, make sure you hover over each other, grab each other's little links, support each other as much as you can. We're here to help each other grow, inspire each other, and make the right connections. All right, so here's my little snippet ribbon that I just made, just using scraps of stuff that I had laying here. And you can make a cute little bohemian cuff out of that. Isn't that cute? I love it. And we're going to probably put it here on our little trifold that it was inspired by Aristi. And I could cut it there, or I could put this here, and I'm probably going to put it up here on the side here. And I'm going to find what other trims, like I have this here that I got from our local resale shop. And I could do that. Or let's see. Y'all know I like boho. I have this one from Hobby Lobby. I'm trying to do for an under. Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, I like that. What do you guys think? I need some coffee, guys. Coffee. All right, I'm going to go with this. This is a Hobby Lobby trim that I had left over. from a previous project. So we're going to probably go there like so. And guys, if you haven't joined Angela Holt's group on Facebook, we did a video today on how to grow your, or not today, Friday, because today is already Saturday, how to grow your YouTube the healthy way, the right way. Head on over to Angela Holt Designs YouTube channel and check it out. We gave some wonderful tips on how you can grow your YouTube channel the healthy way, the right way. And we're going to be working on some projects. I know that a lot of companies are going to be coming out with some new products this year. And I don't know if you guys are like that, but I know we've all bought at some time or another. We have bought stuff that we really didn't need and we don't use. So we're going to talk about product reviews. We're going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's what it's going to be called. Isn't that pretty? Look, guys. Ooh, gorgeous. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. And so the good, the bad, and the ugly is basically going to talk about product reviews, products that we like, products that we don't like, things that are happening that to keep you guys aware of. And so we're going to test things out for you guys before you guys buy it. We're going to let you guys know, is it worth your money? Is it worth your time? Is it worth, you know, what they say it is? And that's what we plan to do. And a lot of you guys said you guys would like to see us craft together and do videos together, and I think that'd be neat to do as well. It's a little spatula, yeah. It's a makeup spatula. It's for makeup. You can look up in the makeup section and you can find it. All right, so we got that going on the side of our little journal there. And let's see, I'm going to find something here to, got some eyelash trim. Put some of that there. I'll do that for something else. Oh, I love shabby chic. I love shabby chic and I love vintage. That's my favorite style. Vintage, shabby chic. It is my ultimate favorite style. So we got that going on here, minus some little glue webs because, you know, kind of hard to avoid glue webs. But let's see, get that trimmed off there. That's got a glob of glue. And now I am going to work on one of these because this is basically what this is just a glassine bag. And I'm going to make it's a lot. I paid $1 for this at our dollar store. It's a lot cheaper than the spatulas that they have selling. They try to sell you. Absolutely. Yeah, the trifold is the cover. So basically what I'm going to do, because the way Aristi had it, she had a notepad here. And then here, what I'm going to do is probably put a little, like a flip journal or something, like a tiny travel size journal. And then maybe some little tuck space there. And then it'll go like that. So here we're gonna put like a little tiny notepad, and over here we're just gonna do like a signature, like take some paper and fold it and put a signature here, a single signature, and some tuck space. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do with that. All right, so this is what she's got. She's got some glassine bags. I've coffee dyed a lot of my stuff ahead of time, and then I'm going to use a lot of my laces as well. Whenever I have, here's my little collection of coffee dyes. I try to organize it that way when I coffee dye stuff. For this, we'll use let's see. All right, so we got some music sheets here. I'm going to use some music sheets. We'll use a doily. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Never think that anything has to be like super, super duper perfect. I have this little tea dye bag, this tea dye. It's from Eric's Tea Dyes. Not teas, Eric's tea bags. Sorry, not tea dyes. It's Eric's tea dye. No, Eric's tea bags. Sorry. That's what happens. So we're going to trim off this little piece here because we need to have an extra pocket. Okay. All right, so then once you have that, you have two sides, right? And I like the glassine, and the way I do it, there's a video on it, I think. If the coffee is hot, it's wax paper. Remember, I'm going to show you what these look like. It's just deli bags. They're little deli sandwich bags for cookies, but it's wax. So the only way you can get really good coffee dyed or tea dyed to make it look like it's really vintage old paper, it is if your coffee is extremely hot or your tea is extremely hot. So you're going to have to grab your tongs because you're going to get burnt otherwise. So I dip my glassine bag or your wax bag in, and if you don't have that, all you have to do is grab your wax paper. Just grab your wax paper. This is wax paper that I buy, and you can get like any wax paper and just cut it up and trim it to size. And say, for instance, you want this size bag right here. It's a perfect little size. It's, again, just cut it up to size. This one here is 5 by 7, but you can take your paper cutter, and let's grab my paper cutter. Oh, and thank you, Miss Janie, for the paper cutter you gifted me, and also Miss Miss Jackie Huff gifted me a sticker maker. Okay, guys, I'm looking for my paper cutter. I think my son has acquired it. Don't you guys love it? I love that my kids craft, but then I'm looking for my stuff and then I can't find it. And Miss Jeannie gifted me a paper cutter. And now, where did my lovely son take it to? Oh my Lord. Sorry guys. You guys probably think I'm so unorganized, but I did have it here. He has taken my cutter. Oh, that boy. What am I going to do with him? All right, well, I'm not going to go downstairs and get my paper cutter. So basically what you're going to do, you're just going to make sure everything is perfectly aligned. I know this is a little bit, it looks kind of wonky, but it really isn't because it's just the one side. So take your glassine bag, right? Get your clear glue or glue. Hi, Dominique. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, guys. Don't forget to hit a thumbs up on this video. So glue down the one side that you want. And if you get glue, what I suggest that you do if you do get glue is wait till it dries up and get your little rubber eraser. But wait till it dries up and then just come back in with your little rubber eraser and clean up that mess, okay? I know I'm all over the place and you guys are getting confused. Hi, Pamela. Hello, welcome. Yes, I'm live. I'm live. Okay, so what you're going to do, then you're going to want to fold the one end up like so. Right? And you can go ahead and glue that down, but what I would do is I would trim the extra the little fold. So for instance, this little top fold here, cut that one off. And you can use this here for washi. I wouldn't toss it because you can stamp on it. Even if you do these wax, when it's hot, it almost gives the appearance of washi tape. And you can stamp on these. Someone's texting me and I don't know who it is. You can stamp on these and create your own little washi tape and run it through your Xyron, which is why I was so happy when Miss Jackie Huff gifted me that. I'm going to miter this little edge here. So now you have this little appearance like that. And then just take your glue, and it could be also your glue stick, or I'm going to go check my messaging here in a bit. And here's a bag, right? And then here, what you can do, you can trim it off with your paper cutter or not. If you're going to do this part, you didn't really need to do that end. But if you want to use your glassine bag just like that, there is a little glassine bag and you can just tuck it in with whatever. So this just gives you an idea of how you can use wax paper and make your own glassine bags. For those of you guys that don't have access to glassine bags. So back to this. And again, like I said, it has to be super duper hot coffee because of the wax. You don't want cold coffee. It will not sit right. The coffee will just lay on top on the surface and it will not penetrate. It will not penetrate to the glassine bag. Okay. Let me get my stays on and we're going to do some stamping. Let me check my message here. Someone's messaging me. Oh, okay. Got you, Pam. Yeah, I saw that here, Pam. You're very welcome, Dominique. You're very welcome. Okay, let me look for my StazOnny because apparently it's managed to grow some legs again. And it's not where it was. Okay, so here we go. Let's do some StazOn. And let's grab Tim. Y'all know I love Tim. I gotta have Tim on my projects because at the end of the day, he's the man, right? I like the burnt edge. Kind of give it like it's been burnt. Well, I'm kind of glad that I came on. I thought, well, I'm just going to go on. Probably people are sleeping, you know. I'm kind of glad you guys are awake. That you guys came out here to join me. Oh, yeah, Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Hot coffee. Hot coffee. Wax on, wax off, hot coffee. Sorry, couldn't resist. Had to say it. You're crazy. Yes, wax on, hot coffee. Absolutely. It has to be hot. Otherwise, you're not going to get through. You got to kind of get that wax paper to kind of break down a little bit. If you don't, then it's going to be chaotic and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It really won't. I mean, it'll stay on the surface. You're not going to get the look that you probably wanted to achieve. And get that vintage look that everyone likes. So if you're going for vintage, then no, it's not going to work. I suggest that you keep, you know, let's see. That's too big. I need to get Angela to make some digital images. And I always try to pre-sew these so that I don't have to sew them later on. See, I even save these little scraps. These are from my file folders. So I even save these. Because this stuff is golden, guys. This stuff does not get tossed away because this is our hard work. It's a masterpiece in my eyes, and so it doesn't get tossed away. So that's too big. But that already had a stitch because we used it in something else. I like this. This is the end of a Prima paper. Yeah, let's see. What else do we find in my stash of stuff? I have one of these Tim Holtz. I love Tim Holtz paper collection. We can go this way. Embarrassing craft or confession. I've been collecting ephemeras for a year, but have yet to have the courage to make a journal. So glad you are live. Oh gosh, you know, this is how I collect. This is how I organize my ephemeras. I have a binder with all these little pencil pouches that you buy from school at the beginning of the year, and I put all my little ephemeras in there, so I can keep track of them. But yeah, it's a good thing that I didn't want to go to sleep. I mean, I fell asleep and then I woke up and it was like, why am I so wide awake? I shouldn't be wide awake. I should be tired. I'm not tired. Why am I not tired? All right, I'm looking for ephemeras, guys, so sorry. We could even use Tim Holtz backing. The backing of his packaging are really good. I like Tim Holtz packaging. Although that one has a spider web, we don't want to use that one. But even the packaging are good, like that. That's even good. Ooh, I like this. I don't know who sent me that, but I can use that. I have all these little stamps, vintage stamps. All right, let's see what we got coming here. So you can use even Tim Holtz little packaging to put down as a base, or we can use this little scrap of Tim Holtz paper, and we're just going to use Tim Holtz paper here. Mine are scattered in makeup subscription boxes. Oh, that's a good idea. Stacked. That's actually a good idea. I have a thing about my glass mat. I don't like to, I know it's meant for distressing, but I do have a thing about it. All right. I'm going to stack. I layer, and then once I've figured out how I want this to look, then I'll take it to the sewing machine and sew. So right about right now, what I'm doing is figuring out the layering. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Good morning, one. Hello, good morning, one-legged witchy woman. Good morning, good morning. Did you get any sleep? May, I have only just received the Tim Holtz craft line over here approximately 6 months ago. I spoke to the manager of our major Spotlight craft store, and she said that the items, I'm gonna have to go on my glass mat, guys. That the items we get here are the old stock that was just laying there. Oh my God. Did you not see the new stuff? You need to see the new stuff he just released. He did a video yesterday, and he's got tickets he has tickets now. And they're in the little pads. You know how he has those little tear up pads? He's got tickets now with those tear up pads. And so I was just in Tim Holtz heaven when I saw him go live yesterday with that. I really was. You guys got to see Tim Holtz goodies. All right, so once I kind of figure how I want this to be layered, and then I get an idea who, what, and what's going to go here. Wish I had a bigger image. I don't. Let me see. Let's find a bigger image, guys. Oh. Yeah, he's got new stuff out that is amazingly gorgeous. Let's see, we got these. Oops, sorry, I almost fell. This one will work just fine. It's fabric, but I love that it's fabric because I printed this out on fabric that I can tatter it up on the edges. But he just came out with new new ephemeras. So if you got merchandise from 10 years ago in your country, shame on them. Because he travels all over. I don't understand why you guys got the old merchandise. She's in Australia. Australia is really hard, and their stuff is super expensive. The same thing as Aristi, who's over in. Do we really need good morning on that? I don't think so. It said good morning on here. Can you see that? Good morning, guys. Look at that. Good morning. We'll put that over there. We can use that for something else. So anyway, he come up with so many new products. It's not even funny. We're going to use some of his, speaking of Tim, we're going to use some of his frames. It's not even funny how much he's come out with. He's come out with so much. So much. We need this one. It's contrasting. That one better is contrasting. All right, so we are going to take this down and start gluing down, and I'm going to run it to the sewing machine. I like saving these backing. They're sticky because I can pick up glue webs and stuff from my desk. All right. I buy mostly craft online in Australia or eBay. We only just got the Distress ink mini inks in and crayons, the first 4 packs in the last 6 months. Oh my gosh. But you know, I don't know if you know, but you know, there's some groups on. I'm going to use my my little glue stick because I'm running this through the sewing machine. So I just need a temporary hold. I would not use glue sticks for permanent hold. It's not good. It's not gonna stick long. But this is just a temporary hold until I run it through the sewing machine and make some zigzag stitches. But yeah, they have Facebook groups that could probably, if you talk to the seller, they could probably ship you some of that stuff that they have that they're selling. You got to probably talk to some of them people in those groups. Okay. So I'm comfortable with that. One more thing I'm going to add is probably this little tag I had left over here from when I did the flip journal that Pamela got. I didn't even, guys, Pamela got her flip journal, and I've been such a bad person. I haven't gone to her channel and checked it out. I apologize for that, Pamela. I'm normally good about doing stuff like that, but I don't know how I missed you. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what we're going to do. Hi, Martha Ibarra. $97. What's $97? That's highway robbery. What the heck is $97? What did I miss? Tell me they're not selling you some Tim Holtz ink pad for $97. That would be outrageous. What you guys need to do is talk up with, if you trust an American that would ship to you, you need to talk up to an American that will send you the stuff. All right, so we're going to take this down to the sewing machine, and I'm going to run some crazy stitches. You guys have some fun chatting there, but tell me, what did you pay $97 for? machine is acting up, guys. All right, sorry, I was having technical issues with the sewing machine. All right, so here we have that. I like the stitching to be crazy and random. Hello, Ingritha. How are you? Including postage May. How did you get the dots? Okay, the dots on the back. I will here go downstairs and grab the sheet in here in a couple minutes. It's basically, you know, those pans that you use to grill. It's like a dripping pan. Michelle Pipeline actually told me about it. It was at Walmart for $1.98. It's a, you know, a dripping pan that you use to bake in, and that's just it. So here's that, and then we can begin to put that there, and then put that like that, and then we can probably put a little word or saying up there. So once you're comfortable with your sewing, and leave all those threads on there, because that's what gives it that uniqueness that we love. And I love random stitches because it gives it a unique look that you know you're not going to get anywhere else. Okay, so there's the bag, and there's my pocket there. I'm going to lay it like so. Make sure I don't close my pocket. I'll go downstairs and I'll get that for you. I'm good, thank you, host. I'm enjoying your live. Oh, thank you. Hi, Victoria. Hello, guys. You guys are amazing to be awake this late in the morning. I'm glad you're here, Aretha. So glad you're here. Guys, hit up Aretha. She's got a YouTube channel. She's full of all kinds of information about YouTube if you're looking at wanting to learn more about YouTube as well. So then we're going to put that frame there, and we're going to distress that frame. I got this music note stamp at the Creative Reuse shop here. Let's see if it has a price on it. I paid $2 for it. $2. And this is just Tim Holtz. And I'm going to distress it more because I don't like new. I like things to look vintage. I'll go downstairs here in a minute. So if you really want to get rich, don't smuggle guns or drugs to Australia. Smuggle. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I need to start going to Australia and sell over there. Right? Maybe I think that maybe I want to use one of these vintage stamps. Maybe I need to go and start selling stuff in Australia. Maybe that's where my wealth is. Let me use red just so that it stands out. Witchy woman said what? God, I'm missing. Yes, yes, yes. One-legged friend. I love her name, One-Legged Friend. She's got a cool name. Okay, so we're going to go. He's a little bit wonky because I wasn't paying attention, but it is what it is. All right. And then we're going to get some Tim Holtz words. And we're going to get some cheesecloth because we can. God, this piece of fabric was around since before I decided to retire before. That's how long this piece of fabric's been around. Wow. I'm going to twist it a couple times. 625 here. I'm impressed with what you craft. Oh, thank you, Ingritha. All right, so this is a very old piece of leftover piece from, God, when I was crafting before, guys. This is really old. And I'm surprised it made the cut that I never got rid of it. All right, so we're going to probably stick it here on the side here, like so. I just dropped my cheesecloth to accent that more. Go on the opposite direction and put a big old button right there. I'm going to put a word right up there. Tim Holtz, one of his little words and phrases. Remember the now. How's that? Or maybe one of a kind. Grab some more of this. I go to antique store and look for old photos and postcards. You know what? Here, that kind of stuff. We live in there's a town nearby, Victoria, that it's a very vintage town. Not vintage, but they have a lot of antique stores. And this town here, if it looks old, if it's even has a hint of it appearing to be old, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. They really are. And so I'm going to stick this. This is an old piece of sari ribbon that I had laying around. If they have it's almost like they sniff anything that looks old, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. It has a huge price tag on it. They are not going to sell you that thing cheap. I've seen like Canada. Canada gets really neat things. Like I've seen a lot of ladies from Canada, and oh, maybe she wants to make its cut here. So maybe we might put this little doily in here somewhere. Where can we stick her, guys? I don't know, but we got to put this here. Yeah, we can put this here. Let's see. Let's cut half of this. I am going to cut it. And I'm going to tuck this little piece here. Oh, I'm dropping my ink pads. Okay. I'm going to grab my vintage photos. Oh, I can't spell. All right, I'm going to finish this one here, and then I'm going to run downstairs, and I'm going to grab that pan that I was telling Pamela. I'm going to go up there and remember the now. Oops. Remember the now. I think that's good. That's good. I think that's good. That's good. All right. So here is that. I'm right in the middle of the state of Louisiana. How about you, honey? Huh? Oh, my keyboard is dyslexic. Oh my gosh. I was excited. Never stumbled on deals like that. Wait a minute. What deals? What deals? I was excited on the deals like that. What deals did you find? One-legged witchy. What did you find? Inquiring mind wants to know. I know that other states have better deals. Oh, I'm going to put that there. How's that down there, guys? I like that there. Yes. Yes, yes. We're going to go with that. Oh, I love it. Okay, so here's what she came up with. You see that? Aside from my light. And then I did this, and I thought, all little scraps. And then here we can tuck a card. We can tuck anything here that we want. And we also have this one here. And then I got this little music stamp that I picked up at the Creative Reuse or Creative Resale. My husband's always getting on my case about that because I'm always saying it backwards and wrong. I found a stack of postcards from the 40s in a bag. Oh my God. Get the heck out of here. No way. Oh my God. For $1? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You got an awesome deal. Okay. I'm not. How does music go? You know, I can't never figure out how the music notes go. I think they go like that. And you think I would know because my son plays an instrument. But I don't, because I just don't. I didn't play instruments. I was too broke to have an instrument growing up. So you can do random stitches or random stamping on it as well. I'm going to do this one. Then I'm going to run downstairs and I'm going to grab that pan that Michelle Pipeling recommended. Was not my idea. And we got to give credit where credit is always due, right, guys? All right, so here we have that. So that's going to go in our little journal that we're going to work on. And here's for those of you guys that came in a little bit later on, here's a journal flip portfolio. And we're just going to use this to tuck stuff in here like so. And I'll probably make a tag and stick it in there. And we're going to probably tuck it in one of these little pockets like so. Okay. So that'll go in here like that. And we can, since I mean, we can tie it up. They have it, she has it tied. I got this here, this seam binding that I made a tassel before. I'm not seam binding, this sorry ribbon. Can't throw away anything, guys. This is from something. Oh, I have made a tassel from something. Here we go. So if I wanted to, I could tie this up like so. I could do that. Here. Oh, that's cute. That's even cuter. You got a bow. I love bows, so you're going to always see bows on my stuff. She's probably huffing it up and down those stairs. Who's up and okay, so let me go downstairs. Let me go and get that pan that I was telling you guys about. Okay, here's the pan. It's I got it at Walmart's where with $1.98. It's one of those dripping pans. Got to get some stairs. What are you guys talking about stairs? See, so $1.98 at Walmart, and basically what I do is I got about 6 of them, and I just put all my paper and put it in the oven, and it worked out like this. These are the Glassine bags, and these are just printer papers. And I like it when I put stacks of them. Like that. I love that. No Walmart either. Oh gosh. You know, go around your thrift store. You know how you do your roast? It's just that kind of stuff that you want to use. Anything that has grids or pans like that for your roast. You know, who cooks anymore, right? So I'm going to be putting some of this stuff, once we get the store up and running, some of this stuff will be up there in the store. But yeah, $1.98, you can make your own. You can make tons of this stuff, and it doesn't cost that much. You can grab your wax paper. This is just the wax paper that I showed you guys. You can go to Dollar Tree, buy the wax paper, cut it up to size, and make your own little Glassine bags. It's not really hard, but if you're using your wax paper, make sure your coffee's really hot. Use some little tongs because you don't want to use your fingers. It has to be extremely hot. Otherwise, the coffee's going to sit on top of the wax and it's not going to work. So I suggest, and it gives it a really cute, almost like an old world feel to it. And that's the look that you want. That's the look I prefer than that glossy stuff. The other thing, you know, how you have that little strip of washi that I just had here laying on my desk, wherever it may have flown to. I don't normally throw things away, so it's here. We don't throw, oh, here. See how I have that there? This, what we can do is we can grab our inks and our stuff, our stamps with and make our own little washi tape with it. And all you have to do is run it through your Xyron, because this is like the scrap that I just cut out. Run it through your Xyron, and then you have your own little washi tape. Just cut big sheets of it. So if you were to take a big sheet of this stuff, I would stamp it all up, run it through your Xyron, and cut strips of it. So basically, this is how I cut it, about 8.5 by 11, to stamp random stuff, and then run it through your Xyrons, and then just cut little strips. That way you have your own little washi tapes too. And I think that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, I put paper and wax paper to brown in the oven. Yeah, oven. Yes, absolutely. And it's gonna look kind of shiny. Just make sure you really soak in that hot brewing coffee, and then you get a nice little waxy feel to it. So I like it. I think it gives it a really nice, unique look. So for those of you guys that don't have that, that's an easy way of making your own. So now the next thing that we're going to do is make the little journal or notepad that goes. Aristi put it here, and she put 2 brads on it. And so what I'm going to probably do, I'm thinking, because I think she punched her hole. I got to look back at her video. Um, I know she punched 2 holes and put some eyelets in it. And then she punched 2 holes on the paper because she used paper. But I can't punch the holes here. I mean, I can if I wanted to, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do like we did that one notebook that we did for Christmas. And we're going to use that here. And we'll figure something out. Mine is a calculation ticking. All right. Let's figure the next step, guys. I don't know where my lid went, but oh well. Here's some more of that stuff that I picked up, fabric samples. I like this. I don't know if I want to use this. What do you guys think? I could probably use this for the backing because I got to cut a piece of, and it's just fabric samples, the swatches. And that fits perfect right there. Look at that. Oh gosh, I couldn't have cut it better. You can even use scraps of jeans too, because this gave me that jean impression, like it was almost like jeans. So I'm going to use this for the front and the back of my chipboard, and I'm going to actually measure it to fit just a tad bit smaller than this, because I'm going to have to trim it because this is just a tad bit too big, I think. So my chipboard is going to be smaller than this for sure. All right, so let me get a crack-a-lackin'. Oh, my son took my paper cutter. Oh, that child, I love him to death, but he is always digging through my stuff, guys. And then he doesn't put it back. My paper cutters, both of them. Do you guys have kids that get your craft stuff and never put it back? Good night, Miss Pamela. Good night, good night. Good night, Laura. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in this late and such short notice. It's very appreciated. Okay. What my son has taken off with my paper cutters. Okay. Never mind. Mommy was not seeing it. I apologize. I have to apologize to my son. Mom just is not with it and did not see it. All right, I'm cutting my chipboard, guys. I'm gonna go 4.5. We're gonna go 4.5 by. We're gonna cut 2 pieces of chipboard. That is about. No, we're gonna go 4 3/4 because I wanted to sit right here. So yeah, we're going to go 4.5 by 7 3/4. 4.5 by 7 3/4. We're cutting 2 pieces of chipboard for our little notepad. Okay. So then that will lay like so in there. No, no one touches your craft supplies. Yeah, I know. My kids are always touching. Well, I don't normally mind it. As long as they always put it back. I don't normally mind them taking it, but my son is pretty creative. He likes to build things. Problem is that when he builds things, it doesn't always manage to come back. Okay, so we're going to do 2 of these, 4.5 by 7 3/4, and I'm thinking we're going to do that. And then I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock that will hold. That'll be this length of this is 4.5 by about 2 inches, because that's going to be 2 inches here, 2. So 4 inches by 4.5. Because that's going to hold our signature for this journal or notepad. Okay. Now we're going to use maybe we need to cut. No, we're going to cut this down. We're going to trim this one. I want to use the Well, let's see. What are we going to do? I know. My husband just woke up, guys. Okay. Okay. My kids are grown and are out, have their own houses and supplies. Nobody touches my craft supplies. I lose things all by myself. Yeah, you know what? And I was just seeing there saying, oh, my son did this. And it was actually Mama that moved it and did not. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to do something like this. And I probably could trim it because I thought I was going to make it a little bit bigger. And I'm thinking, guys, this is a thinking game. We puncture the holes like she did. And then we'll run a piece of lace. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We're going to trim this down to 2 inches because we don't need it that big. All right. Crocodiles out. Hello. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I know everyone keeps saying, where have you been, May? All right, so it's been a long time. I know. I came back from my retirement. I call it my retirement in July of 2019. I came back from retirement. Okay, so we got this piece of craft cardstock. It is 3 inches by 4.5 inch, and we're going to score it at 1.5 inch. And that is going to sit once we've scored it in half at 1.5 inch. That will sit like so on your notepad like that. And then we're going to punch 2 holes through here. And then we're going to run some ribbon through it to kind of hold it in place. I think that's how we're going to do that. Yeah. I hear my husband, and I'm hoping that he hears me and he comes jumping to my rescue, guys, with coffee. What do you think? You think that's possible? I think my husband's going to do that. Because the way she did it, she punched the hole, but then she wrapped it into the front, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And I'm going to punch the hole. And I'm going to probably score this here because we want it to be able to flip the right way. You guys know my brain is like... So we got to score it at 1.5. The chipboard, we're going to have to try to get that chipboard to kind of have a little bit of a give. There. Kind of fold it a little bit. Not the back one, but the front one, because we want to be able to, that when we put the paper in, right? We put this in right there. You want to be able to fold that up like so. See that? Otherwise, it's going to be kind of stiff. So if you score the one at 1.5 inches, it'll work. It'll work. It'll work. And we're covering up all this stuff with a nice pretty paper. So you're going to cut a pretty paper or a pretty fabric. I'm probably going to use fabric because that's what I have laying here. But you can cut a piece of fabric, and I could have even wrapped this fabric around, but I wasn't going to have enough to wrap it around. Yeah, I wasn't going to have enough. See? Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm using fabric, but if you were to use your paper, your decorative paper for this, you would cover this sheet, and then you would want to cover the back. Is that making any sense? Am I mumbling too much for you guys? Because I'm in a planning mode. And normally what I do is once I've winged it and figured it out, I will do another tutorial, recorded tutorial, and kind of talk about it and go in slow motion. Right now I'm in the planification mode of planning and designing it of how I would want it. Okay. So I have to glue this down and glue this down, right? And then I got to puncture my hole so that I can put my brads in, because that's really important. And I didn't make the notebook that thick, but you can. All right. So let me give you guys sizes, because I'm sure you guys are wondering, what size is that, woman? All right, so I cut 2 pieces of chipboard that are 4.5 by 7 3/4, and then I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sheets of coffee dye printer paper. Staying home a lot these days, mainly just going to the foot doctor. Had to have 4 toes worked on. The other, aw, I hope things work out for you, Michelle. So you got 4 printer papers that we've coffee dyed at 4.5 by 7 3/4. 2 pieces of chipboard that are 4.5 by 7 3/4. The front cover, you're going to score it at 1.5. Okay. And then you're going to cut a piece of cardstock or craft paper at 3 inches by 4.5. And then you're going to score it at 1.5. Okay. And then whatever decorative paper, you're going to cut it to size for your front and your back of your little notebook. And then, and or your piece of fabric. I'm using fabric because that's what I wanted to use. And then what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where we're going to put our brads and our punch. So for that, let me grab my handy dandy little pencil. Not, I thought I had a pencil here. Let's move this box of stuff. And all these little scraps, guys, we don't throw these away because, see, that's a stitch and we can use that for layering something. Never throw scraps away, guys. You can make flowers. You can make, as we just did, a little snippet, a snippet trim, courtesy of Michelle. Pipeling, who's inspired so many people, and so many people are doing snippet rolls because that woman used to pump out some snippet rolls. Okay, so we're going to figure this, our two little eyelets are going to go we're going to go to about an inch and a half on each side. I'm going to figure out where my center is. Make sure I got this right. So you're going to go in for your eyelet about an inch and a half on each side is what I recommend. And I'm just going to put a line in because I know that's my inch and a half. And let me double check. Okay, and then I'm going to find the center of the score. So I'm going to put my eyelet at about an inch and a half on each side. And then I'm going to go in and find the center of these. And that would be, since it's 1.5, it's 3/4 of an inch. It's the center. I'm going to do that on the other side. And then I'm going to draw a center line. And right at that center point right there. So I went in 1.5, 1.5, and then 3/4 center. And then that little center point's where we're going to puncture our holes. Good night, Miss Gracie. And then get our little crocodile. And then I grab these and align it. Good night, Miss Gracie. Yeah, I know. She's gonna come back. We're gonna get her to come back. She just has to feel a little safe on the internet. Because you guys know how, you know, the internet can be, there's some vicious people out there. So we're getting her, we got to get her to feel more comfortable. And once she feels comfortable, she'll come out and she'll come out and play with us. She said she would come to our panel and craft with us. That she did say. She's right now, she's got to get the courage to be able to get her YouTube channel back up because it takes a lot, guys. It does take a lot. And, you know, financially, she's going through, which right now we need to pray for her. Financially, she's going through a lot because she's dealing with some health issues. So she just has to make sure it's the right move for her, you know. Okay, and then we're going to do these. And this is just little swatches. Yes, be safe, Stacy, Gracie. Don't clean too much of that soot. Make sure you wear a mask. And I like using Fabri-Tac because it doesn't warp your paper. I find that Fabri-Tac dries a lot quicker on paper. It really does. Works great. To get it from not going gummy as quick, put your lid on it. I don't want that. I want that for the front. Where did the other one go? Trim all the extras. Regretfully, I have to go. We'll watch the rest later. It's been a pleasure. You have a great day, Gracie. Stay safe. Make sure you wear that mask, please. Not sure why I'm trying to get into the chipboard. Okay. Save your scraps. All right. Same thing on this one. Let's burnish, 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 burnish. This is nice denim. You know, if you guys have denim, you can probably use it. Gave me a nice idea of using this recycled. I had a pair of jeans that I absolutely loved. The other day I put them on and I don't know why. The inside seam was broken and torn up. I was like, what the heck happened to my jeans? And so I got to toss them now. So I said, we're going to recycle them and make hair bows or something with them. I'm not throwing away. Perfectly good denim that I can recycle with some craft projects. This one I'll toss. There we go. Keep this. Okay, remember we got to get that burnish part. Okay, once you get your fabric in, make sure you burnish that part that needs to be burnished. It's very important we do that. For the inside, I think I'm just going to use paper, decorative paper, and I'm probably just going to pull out Tim. And then we got to cut these, puncture these holes out. So let's get some decorative paper. No, let's do it. I have this Prima one. Let's do this Prima one. I got a good deal on this. Someone sold it to me for well, not someone. Teresa sold it to me for $5. Like, yes, I scored on this paper. $5. Oh, look, there's a pretty picture. Oh, that one's pretty. Definitely that. We're going to use this to front and back. I don't like to waste paper, so we're using front and back. And we're cutting at 4.5 by 7 3/4, 2 pieces. I had these leftovers, so we're going to use that. So we're not tossing good paper. I don't like to toss paper, guys. Paper, fabric, we don't toss because that stuff is expensive. All right, so we got 2 pieces, 2 decorative pieces. One of them we're going to score, remember, at 1.5 because that's the one in the front that we're going to bend back. The other one can stay without being scored. Hello, Teresa. How are you, hon? Did we wake you up, Teresa? Just kidding. I know I'm a night owl. It is very beautiful. I was lucky, Pam. It is a Prima paper pack, Tales of You and Me. I was lucky that Craft by Teresa sold it to me for $5. Can you imagine that? A big paper pad for $5. You can't beat that. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll take it. I can't see. It's an older paper pad. I think it came out in 2016. Oh, you got to go to work. Are you a nurse, Teresa? I wasn't sure if you were a nurse or not. It's probably a dumb question to ask, but I wasn't sure if you were. Oh, you're an RN. Oh, bless your heart. You have your job cut out for you. Hence the title, you know, hence the title nurse, right? I should have known, but you know, we can't assume. We just can't say, oh yeah, she's a nurse. All right, we're going to put that because remember, this is the score one. So did you have your coffee yet, Teresa? Yeah, I'm a nurse manager of a subacute picked up an extra shift at supervisor. Did I say that right? Because I'm not sure. I'm reading from a distance. Subacute. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. You know, I wanted to be a nurse, but I can't stand the sight of blood. I did a lot of marketing for home health and hospice, but I can't stand the sight of blood. I realized that when I went to a little semester of nursing, I couldn't handle. I was like, no, got grossed out, the thought of it. It's brewing. It's a percolating. It's a percolating. Well, if you want, you can send me some of that coffee over here because I have not had coffee. I got to get to the grocery store and get some coffee. That paper is beautiful. I have to say that paper is gorgeous. Look, really vintagey. Isn't it not? I love it. I'm not sure if I hit the... May have missed the cut on that. I did. I think I got these wrong. No. I did. I went off a little off on that, but that's all right. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. I don't know how I managed to make this one bigger and I was off. Holy cow, I was really off. It's beautiful. I know. It's gorgeous. It's Tale of You and Me by Prima. Hey guys, the reading nurse, her name is Teresa. She's one of our new friends now. We're so excited to have her. She's got a YouTube channel and she does reads. And, you know, guys, she's a single mom. We need to support her so she can sell those reads. So here, I'll just cover that up a little bit because we had a little bit of a boo-boo there. And I don't normally like doing boo-boos. I'm not sure how I managed to do that. But we'll probably put a button there, okay? Hover over her name if you have not done so. Guys, and if you're sitting in a chat and you're watching, please hit that thumbs up. And after I leave, guys, if you don't mind leaving me a sweet little comment if you like my video tutorial, because that helps the algorithm of my channel, and it kind of helps move my video contents up. I crochet hand, I knit, chunky blankets, crochet, and other crafts. Yes, there you go. She does a little bit of everything. We got to support her. She's a single mom, guys. Got to support our fellow nurses and the single mothers. Hover over her name. There's 3 little dots. Subscribe to her channel. Help her grow, guys. Let's help her grow so she can rock some awesome crafts. Okay. I'm going to go in here and puncture these so that we can get the eyelets in. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get the eyelets in. Honeybee, it's bedtime for me. Good night, everyone. Good night, Miss Pam. I'm gonna, as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna go swing by your channel. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Clearly not my intention. And thank you for being here and hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate all of you guys that are my little night owls. Can't tell if I got the right ones, right colors. Guys, I'm getting to the point where I can't see. Hi, Deborah. How are you, hon? Good morning. Deborah's hanging out with us right now, guys. You guys know the dealio. She's one of us. We got to go show her some love. There we go. Hover over her name and show her some love, guys. Okay. Now we're going to put our eyelets in, and we're only putting it on the chipboard portions. You just visited. I have 2 junk journals to make for my 2 of my granddaughters. I want a journal with Paris theme. The other one with roses and unicorn themes. Did you just see the Tales of You and Me? I just put out the Tales of You and Me. It has beautiful roses. I don't know of any paper collection that has unicorn, but I'm sure your granddaughters are going to love it. That's an awesome, sweet gift that you're giving them. And let me tell you, to do junk journals, there's a lot of work that goes into that, to making them. I've heard of people that, that they work months to make them. My hat goes off to you guys whenever you guys make those. I make them very simple, but I see some very beautiful, beautiful junk journals out there. Y'all know me. I'm just never have time to want to spend a whole lot of time on something. Michelle, you have a channel, right? So guys, check out, because she's saying junk journal, so that leads me to believe. Oh, May, I just did it, didn't I? Darn it, May, you're such an idiot. When are you going to get it through your cabeza, hun? We're supposed to put, let me pop that back out, guys. Gotta pop it out. Waste of a brad. Too busy yakka yak. Might not be able to do it. No. Can I do it without it? Darn it, May. Get it out. Guts to get it out. You just visited Honeybee. Awesome. Thank you for showing some support. Honeybee went to bed. She's in Australia. I think it's like maybe, I don't know, 9 o'clock over there. We've been on here. So she came in about 7:30 at night, Australia time. So it's got to be about 10 now in Australia. Oops, there we go. Popped it out. Thank God I was able to pop it out. Okay, so let's get my papers punctured. Because I wasn't thinking, we got to get these punctured. And to keep everything aligned by I always do the top and the sides to make sure it's perfectly aligned on sides and bottoms so that nothing shifts around when I'm trying to puncture my holes. Use that as a template. Yeah, she's in that Australia time. Now we can cook a little bit better because we now have to put the front sandwiched with the cover and then put the brad. Hopefully the brad's big enough for all this. Wow. Actually, we're not doing all of the paper. Sorry, take that back. Not that. This. Not there. I did it right. Right. For some reason, this does not know. Why is this not lining up? We get it wrong again. I think I punctured my paper wrong because of that. These are right. I think that our template was wrong. This here was cut wrong. How did we manage to do that? All right, guys, I'm having a little bit technical difficulties because that's why I punctured the other side wrong. Because the template, for some reason, was not right. Well, that's right. All right. Let's figure out another piece. We got to cut out another piece. So let me go cut another piece because I don't like wonky stuff. We got this wrong for some reason. I screwed something up there. And that's what happens when you video record late and you're live. Oh, you just subbed to Pamela. Awesome. Thank you for doing that, Deborah. Okay. So we're going to put that there. And you're saying, why didn't you? There we go. Now, I need to make sure that they're both the same because some reason I don't want to be off again. And it's probably because, you know, my eyes played tricks on me. So you at home, you make sure. No, I don't have a channel that I know of at this time. Maybe someday. Okay, that's no problem. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong. Some people just, you know, they like to enjoy their crafting, but they don't want to go out there and it's almost sometimes you're exposing yourself, you know. It takes a lot of work to maintain a channel, that's for sure. Sometimes a little bit more than people imagine. I can't tell if my brads are the same color. They might be off colors because at this point my eyes are kind of playing tricks on me. See, these two are different. See how that rolls? I can't tell, guys. I'm just awful with my vision lately. That one's the same as that. All right. Eventually we'll find one that matches. There you go. Found it. You'd be surprised. Sometimes it gets, the eyes are just... All right, we're going to put the brads on the back and the front, not on the inside pages. Tutorial, a recorded tutorial with, you know, a better, this is just the winging it planification portion of it. And I normally like to come in and I wing it with you guys, and then I'll do another follow-up video with accurate measurements and instructions. Okay. So And yeah, I could have probably glued all this down. I have more videos that I need to edit and upload. Oh my God, Deborah, I do not like editing videos. As you guys can see, I started to do that. And I'm so glad when my friends, I consider my subbies friends, when my friends told me, no need, we like it just like that. I was so happy. You can't imagine how happy I was, because I honestly hate editing videos. I really do. I can't stand editing videos. It's just like takes the fun out of it. Really, really seriously does. To me, it does. At least it does. Time you sit there and you edit a video, it's like, why do I want to do a video? Because I got to go and edit it, and it takes forever to load up, and it's just so frustrating. I actually like going live, because when I go live, I don't have to edit anything. Yeah. I know some people they love. Like Denise, Denise is good at her videos. I love Denise's, was checking out Denise's channel. Denise, Creatively Inspired by Denise is her channel. She does really good at her editing. She loves editing. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I tried, and boy, was I happy. I think I was jumping for joy when someone said, you don't have to edit your videos, May. I'm like, yes, thank you, Jesus. There is a God. Takes the fun out of it. There we go. So now we have this, right? And you guys are going to learn from my mistakes what not to do. By the time we do the second video, see, I should have glued this down. I should have said, glue this down before you know. But you guys get the good, the bad, and the ugly when it's live like this, and I'm winging it. Okay. All right. So there we have that. And then we'll take these and we'll put those here. And we need to get a needle and some ribbon. And we'll use probably see what we're going to use. We use some seam binding. Probably won't need a needle for that. But we'll see. Let's thread this through. And at this point, you can add little ephemeras and other little things here if you want to your journal. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Maybe in the second one, but this is just a prototype right now. We're in prototype mode. There's that. Oh, you know what? We need to go from, see, the front. Oh, it doesn't matter. Does it? Would it run? Yeah, I think it would if I went front to back. Yeah, let's do front to back instead of back to front. Because I want a ribbon in the front. See what happens? Off to work. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. I think after I'm done here, I'm going to go manage to get some coffee, go sleep, and then I'll probably wake up. I have homework to do. So we're going to go front to back. So just go from the back to the front. That way we have a bow in the front. Okay. And you may have to trim because, see, we might have to trim a little bit. So on you at home, you can make your inside page just a tad bit smaller, not too much smaller, but just a tad bit. Okay. Yes, have a great day. I think it's wonderful what you do as a nurse. It takes a lot of patience, a lot. Remember, because we have that score line, we got to work that, work our piece of front chipboard so that you can open it up. Okay, I'm going to do a double bow. And then we'll trim. Okay. So we've got a little cute bow going on there. And I've loosened it up just a tad bit, not too much. Not too much. And then we're going to go and decorate our little journal. And that is going to go in. I'm going to put a little piece of probably, once I've decorated this is not decorated. So that will go, even if we tucked on my little one that I did last time, we tucked our little journal in like that. We made a little pocket. So even if we tuck it there, but we're not, we're going to probably add a belly band, like a fabric belly band here, and like a little piece of lace or something, and hold that notebook right there. That way we'll close. Well, this close like that, and that close like that, or we can close like that, and then like that. No, I don't like it like that. close like that. We'll put it in the center. How's that? I think it'll be better if we put it in the center. Yep. We decided to move it to the center. So the notebook will be here. Yeah, because if we put it here, I guess we could. Yeah, I guess we could put it. I mean, either way, we can put it here, however you guys want. We just got to make sure that wherever we put our little belly band, and if you made it long enough, you could have probably tucked it into the pocket there. But I didn't want it that long, okay? So I think that's really stinking cute. We just got to decorate it pretty now. We got some doilies. We got some other stuff that we can use to decorate this piece here. And we still have a piece of this that we can decorate the top here like so. And I love it. I already love it. So yeah, we're going to go with that there. And then we have this piece here. It's a vintage little piece of eyelet trim. We're just probably going to finish decorating. We're going to finish decorating this part of the journal. And then I will do the other little journal that goes inside. And I think that'll be about it. So maybe on Saturday night, if you guys are willing and able, we can jump in here and do the finishing touch so that during the week I can do a more a better video with better instructions where I'm actually giving you more measurements and exact precise measurements for those of you at home, because this is winging it. Like I keep saying, I repeat myself a lot, but there's a reason why I repeat myself. Because if I don't repeat myself, guys, I will forget. I literally would forget. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to forget. All right. Nope, don't want that there. Ooh, I like this one. I'm working with scraps, guys. And this is about building layers upon layers. And I love building layers. Love that one. We're going to use cheesecloth, that's for sure. You look at this one. Let's cut a piece of this, just a piece, and see what we can do. Ooh, we have this too. I love this one. This is, again, I'm just using scraps. I'm almost home, seldom go out these days. Were you? Oh, you're almost always home. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. I know. You know what? I'm always home too. I'm a homebody, and I think it's because I have a phobia of, there's so much going on in the world nowadays that lately I've developed a phobia of going out. I've gotten a really bad phobia of going out. This was a collar. I like that. But this, we're definitely using that because I like that boho look. Big enough, pretty scrap. Big enough, pretty scrap. Yes. I love scraps, and I try to use what I have in my little scrap piles. And I love the boho look. So you're going to see a lot of that from me because I just love the boho shabby look. And then I got this doily, so we're going to put a doily in here. All right, so let's see what we have. I've taken all kinds of stuff out. Let's glue this down. I don't know where my spatula went. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear you feel that way about going outside. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but even if I go to Hobby Lobby, like it used to be, I enjoyed it. Not anymore. I just feel like, oh my God, what if, there's the what if. It scares me. I go into panic mode. So I don't go outside too much. Okay. And then here we've had a lot of shootouts with church. Like the church that got shot down was like 20 miles from our house. The guy lived in our town. He went to my, of course, before my son, he graduated way years before my son attended that school, but still, it's like scary stuff. He went to my son's school, graduated from my son's school. Scary, scary, scary stuff, guys. All right, so layering is really important. I try to, layer accordingly. And good morning, J. Charles Outdoors. How are you? How are you? Welcome to our channel, to our humble little home. I might do without this one because I want to be able to incorporate some of this stuff that I have here. So Okay, so I like this here. I'm going to go ahead because I keep fumbling with it. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Lots of stuff goes on here too. Yeah, it's scary. I don't know. I just can't handle. I go to Hobby Lobby and the worst things goes to my mind, like some what if. Go to the grocery store or like Walmart. Oh my God, I can't tell you how I feel when I go to Walmart. Just can't. Anxieties kick in really bad. And I know I shouldn't be that way, but no, I shouldn't think that way either. It just happens. It is. I don't like that there. Nope, that's ugly. All right, we're going to go with this, and we're going to go with, I like to use up what I have here. So we're going to go with the rest of this just to showcase what we did with the other one. And we're going to use that. Thank you, Deborah. Okay, so let's move this so we're not getting stuff on it. Thank you, Martha. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Okay. Incorporate that. We're going to incorporate this here. And what else do we have here? We have, this is going to go up here. This is that Snippet stuff, thanks to Michelle and her wonderful videos. We learned how to make a little snippet there. That's going to go up there, and I love that. I'm going to make more of that trim. And I'm going to tuck this underneath here. I have to figure it out, grab my glue stick. We have a Walmart up here. There's a street, but my girls like to a different, it's an atmosphere of the people. It's, you know, like I said, even Walmart scares me. Even to go to Walmart, I get scared. And I tell my husband I got to go. All right. When my kids go out, then I start freaking out too. And I know I shouldn't be that way, but you know, sometimes we can't help ourselves. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. Okay, now we got this image of this little boy. We had the little girl on this one, and then we're going to use the little boy on this one. And this was printed on fabric. And then we had, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, another church here in Texas someone walked in and just shot. It's just crazy time, guys. Crazy times. It's, oh, just to think about it makes me hyperventilate. Bye, Michelle. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you, Michelle. I'll try to get on here and do the other part. We'll do this part here of this little mini journal, or this mini, it's not really mini, this little notebook. And then we'll pop in again Saturday night, which is like what, tonight? We'll pop back in and we'll go there. Ooh, eternal life, that's pretty cool. Where's my scissors? All right. Nope, go on there. Oh, that one's messed up. All right, you screwed that one, May. You screwed the pooch there. You screwed that one up. All right, that's no problem. Let's do cheesecloth. Talking to myself, guys. Talking to myself. Don't mind me. Oh, yeah, cheesecloth for sure. Cheesecloth for sure. Then we're going to go, where's that piece of doily? Then we can put the piece of doily right smack there. Awesome. Yes, I like it. Love it. Yes, I think so. So I'm going to glue. And I am going to take this down to the sewing machine and stitch up some random crazy stitches. Hopefully the sewing machine is not going to give you any issues, because it was earlier. So we shall see. That stays there. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're going to glue that down. Most creative people talk to themselves. That is absolutely right, Charles. You are right on. You're spot on that one. I talk to myself a lot because I'm trying to make rhyme or reason as to why I put that there, as to what I was thinking about when I did that. You are right. And most of us are very creative. And I'm sure you guys can all relate to that. We talk to ourselves when we're working, especially when we're doing measurements. It's like we're trying to figure it out in our heads. Like, okay, why did I figure it out that way? What was I thinking? All right, so I did some random stitches on my sewing machine. Now, if you guys use like Fabri-Tac, it's wonderful for, like I said, for paper. And in the event that you have like the little glue, just wait till it dries up and then come back with your little rubber eraser and just get rid of it. But just wait till it dries up fully. All right, I'm going to hit this up here with a little bit of glue. Help it up a little bit. You're a spot on, Charles. J. Charles. All right. Now we got our pretty little snippet. And we're going to snip it right up here. But not before we move our cheesecloth, because that cheesecloth is valuable. I don't know about how you guys feel about cheesecloth, but I love cheesecloth. That came out really stinking cute. That is adorable. Love it. Love, love, love. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to put anything else. I may put like a little bow or something. You guys know how we are, us girls are with bows. You can never get enough bows. And buttons. Bows and buttons. Yeah, we're going to go with that. So it's just a piece of lace. Twist it. Make a cute bow. Pits it down. I got some twine here. We're going to go with the twine because, you know, it's here. Why not if it's sitting here, right? Wrap it around your finger and just call it a day. And let's see what button we have. What button do we want to give this little guy? Some ugly buttons there. That huge button. That's something. Shoo. That's pretty. I'm going to go with that. I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to cut some of this. And then we're going to regroup at night to finish this off. How's that? Don't want to put anything too bulky because then we're not going to be able to close our it's gonna then we're gonna have a hard time closing our journal. I tried portfolio, not journal. Sounds like a plan. All right. I like it when you guys say, okay, sounds good, May. Let's thread this through, and I'm just going to thread it, and then $12 people watching. I hope you guys gave me some thumbs up, guys. You guys are awesome. I can't believe you guys are so much night owls just like me. I was hoping I could get to bed early, and I told my husband I'm going to try to get to bed early. I'm going to try. Didn't work out. We're going to do it just like that. One down. Two down. I work night, May, so this is normal. Oh, so these hours are normal for you? See, I don't know what it is that lately I just can't sleep. I just can't. I think it's because I was, getting into the school, and then I gotta move that. And so my schedule got really staying up late because during the day I got so much going on. I can't read, and I have ADD. So when I'm reading, especially schoolwork, I have to read it a couple times so it stays in my head. And during the day, I can't do it. So I have to do it at night. And normally it's when the kids are sleeping, everyone's sleeping, so I'm not interrupted, because if I hear sound, I'm distracted and I stop reading, and then I focus on whatever it is I just heard. Crazy, right? All right, snip that off. I like my little tails of my crazy threads lingering. I don't mind that stuff at all. We're going to pop that button here to kind of go swoosh. We're going to probably put this here. I like that. These are just stuff I had in the store before. Hoping to get things settled down so I can get the store up and running for my daughter. All right, there we go. I love it. I like it. I think it's cute. And we can put one of these little Tim Holtz words, heart and soul. Oh, that's pretty. We'll do that. We always put our heart and soul into everything. And we can even use this. This is a little extra piece from my eyelet trim that I just cut off. A little banner. Well, I have to thank Aristi for inspiring me and Michelle for always doing those snippet roll stuff, you know, that everyone is so crazy about. Because Aristi told me, she says, why don't you do a trifold? And then she sent me her link, and I'm like, Aristi, that's you. She says, yeah, that's when I was in the design team. All right, I think that's cute. That's just a little piece of eyelet trim. We're just going to use it as a little banner for this. If I can center it right. So I like that. All right. I don't know about you, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Too much button. All right. Know when it's enough. Okay. There we go. That is our little journal. Our little notepad, actually. It's not a journal. It's a little notepad that opens up. And you're right in there. Oh, glue webs. And you can write. And we're going to create, when we come back tonight, we'll create the little tidbit. Because we got this. We'll create the belly band that'll hold this. We'll create that. That'll hold here. And then we'll create the little travel size journal, just something brief. It's going to be just as small as this because we don't want something too bulky. So something small and minute that'll fit here. And then we'll decorate the front. And I think that will call this, you know, a finished piece. And that'll go like that. Once the other little pieces in there, it'll go like that. And then, of course, we'll put our little belly bands on here or our little tie thingies. And this is just one of those little fabric swatches that you get from samples from, what do you call those places? I got it at the Creative Reuse sale shop here in Austin. But I'm sure you guys have something similar in your hometown. It's basically where people donate their craft supplies or whatever they have to this place, and they sell it. But I think it turned out really cute. And of course, I don't know who this person is. I don't know if the creator of it is Maria or Beth. I don't know, but whoever it is, thank you. Beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I hope this inspires you guys to want to create one similar. And let me know what you guys think in the comment below. In the comments below, it really helps my channel. And you guys leave a little cute comment. It doesn't have to be cute, you know, just a comment below what you guys thought about this video tutorial. What other tutorials, and I'm going to come back with my little rubber eraser because I'm anal about stuff like that. I am so anal. Come back and get all these little doohickeys that are comment below. Tell me what you guys think. And if you guys want to come back tonight, stay tuned for the next part. Anyway, guys, take care. God bless you all. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your day. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.